tell you a story. Only the best. Oblivion and beyond. Go on. Cheers. Bottoms up. Go nuts.
I've seen some grotesques in my time, but this is something else.
Leaning in, you can see how the creature's skin barely holds it together. The bulge of its belly is on the cusp of bursting wide open.
He looks set to burst, and will probably be left hip-deep in his juices.
Go on, drink. Make it drunk. Be drunk. You and I both. To our good health. Such a small sip you take. Fear not. You will soon quaff as I do. Tell me a story, a fable, a saga. Delight me. The only one left alive to tell your wicked tale. Kill another drink with me. You ask, you drink, then you amaze and fuse astound me again. More stories. Tell me of foes fell, villains vanquished, beasts bastard. You have it within you still. I can tell from the crack in your smile. And the gleam in your foul eye. Ask, question, make your query, and drink once more. Father Catherick's laughter, not joy, not ever, never, only laughter. Now drink it deep. Father's personal, mysterious, secret. No, not never. Father. Father said, ordered, commanded. Don't say it. Don't say it. The cage. Her cage. Targan. Perish. Die. Buried. Buried in Thorn Tomb. Father told me. I can't perish. No. Nay. Neither. Too strong.
Apology, madam.
Sigils. Attempts to restrain Lady Shah's power, perhaps. Failed attempts. The Dark Lady shields me. I can feel her.
Minthara, whoever you are, leave. I shall carry out General Form's will alone.
I've got a long road. An open tomb. Nothing. It must have been disarmed.
Lady Shah's presence is near.
Ketherick, helming a Sharan army. He's hiding his own past, just as he's keeping pieces of yours. Moonrise Towers. It makes the urge hiss within. It was part of your disgrace. But how? Ketherick lost his daughter, but the bastard knows why you lost everything. Need to find a way through. Better not be cursed.
today, how many die tomorrow? That disc looks like it can move, but where does it lead? Structure, going by the design.
Shah's warriors once caught. Must not be tricked. Only loss awaits the unworthy.
Lies in darkness. Perhaps that is how I can proceed.
Welcome, child. Follow my voice and prove your worth.
I do like it down here. It's nice. Homey.
This is a dedication to my goddess's power and dark beauty. Homey is not the first word that comes to mind.
You do not belong here.
Your mind upends. Somehow, in the decayed soup of this creature's brain, a tadpole lives. Another presence nurtures it, manipulates it like a puppet.
No, you do not belong. This is the Dark Lady's house. She is no use for old, faithless bones.
You plunder. You meddle.
You upset my plans. Leave.
I see she sent the husk of Minthara to accompany you. Zrel lacks imagination.
Zrel lacks faith. Zrel lacks in many ways, but I do not. Leave before...
Stupid worm-infested cockhead! You have awoken the shadows! My forces are split. The defenses are thin.
Rally on me. A wall of bone and blade against the darkness. Now!
Why did Lady Shah's dead attack? Am I being tested?
Right away.
Nothing important is ever easy. Cutting to the chase. So much blood. What the hell has been happening? There's something out there.
What's this? Fresh entertainment? But you're too fresh for this place, aren't you? There's a whiff of the surface to you. A new arrival, then. You burrow too deep, little rabbit. Bold of you. Stupid, but bold.
No choice but to keep going.
Ready.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Fight's gotten stale, rabbit. Stop embarrassing yourself.
I wonder what brought an order to a place like this. We'll never find out now. Wretched thing. Pull yourself together. I hate to rest while our enemies still draw
I'll feel
breath.
that one later.
The Gauntlet of Shah. I can't believe it.
Awaiting orders.
Let's move.
Hurry inside, or your racket is liable to. Rancid donkey scrotum! The quakes herald the shadows. It's already too late. You dogger! Come closer.
Finally, we can talk face to face. Not just any true soul would have succeeded in following my path through this place. You should be pleased. General Thorm. Rubbish. Everything is at hand here. Zorel merely envies the General's faith in me. I am in the midst of a grand strategy. But you're here now, and I may be able to put those limbs to work. You know what's at stake here, I take it. General Thorm to you. But yes, recovering the relic is the crux of it. He commands, and I, his humble servant, fulfill that command. While you, an infinitely more humble servant, fulfill my command. I will put you to work as a scout. Fine, if it'll spare me your bleating. The relic lends the General his strength,
his invulnerability. It must be recovered before his enemies attempt to exploit it. Promising flesh, wasted on an idiot mind, I see. I'll salvage what parts I can from you. Let us make short work of this.
Time to deal some punishment.
Death's cold grip.
Nothing of value comes easy. Overcome thy trials, and win my embrace.
I'm ready.
The bowl contains an ancient rust-colored bloodstain. It forms a neat disc, as if spilled calmly and willingly. You recognize this as a trial where initiates would prove themselves to Lady Shah. This one would put their skills of stealth and infiltration to the test.
Values those that can remain unseen and can still obtain what they want. Stealth is a virtue derived from her very essence. Looks like a trap.
All right, what now?
Countless initiates walked these halls once, seeking to become dark justiciars. I will follow in their path. I will succeed. What's next?
Another bowl. Another of Lady Shah's trials that...
We are our own worst enemy much of the time. Her embrace will elude us until we shed that which holds us back.
Looks like an ambush. I can do better. I must.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
No time to dally.
Another trial to judge the mettle of Lady Shahzad.
The Dark Justiciars were said to be sure of foot in even the darkest recesses of Lady Shah's embrace. I must remember where to step, and have faith that she will guide me. I must remember where to step, and have faith that she will guide me. One. The inner sanctum is within reach.
You have triumphed at every turn. Seek out my inner sanctum. The final test awaits.
Looking ahead.
I'm ready.
All right, what now?
Time to pack it in for the day, I think. My faith protects me.
Where am I? What's going on? Right tool will do the trick.
What can silence the night song?
This is no ordinary spear. It may be important. Best keep it close.
Father, they will die for you.
Do you know what happens when a devil is struck down on this charming plane of existence? It returns to the hells, to the very point where it last stood before venturing to whichever devil-forsaken plane it died on. In the case of our friend Yrgir, the Orthon you so handily dispatched in the Temple of Shah, he manifested in my House of Hope. He returned to me chastened but intact. His wounds healed, his body restored. He thought I would dismember him. But he has his uses. So instead, I am re-educating him.
We delivered the devil. Now I want what I'm owed. We had a deal.
Indeed, we did. I discovered all there is to know about those scars of yours. It's a rather grim tale. Even for my tastes.
I'd appreciate a little less enthusiasm when it comes to Cazador and his horrors.
Oh, come, Starry. We're about to unveil your destiny. You should be quivering in anticipation. As you know already, your precious skin is home to one part of a contract between the archdevil Mephistopheles and your former master, Cazador Zar. In full, the contract states that Cazador will be granted knowledge of an infernal ritual so vile it has never been performed. The rite of profane ascension. It promises to be a marvelous ceremony, very elaborate, incredibly ancient, and entirely diabolical. If he completes the rite, he will become a new kind of being, the Vampire Ascendant. All the strengths of his vampiric form will be amplified, and alongside them he will enjoy the luxuries of the living. The arousals and appetites of man will return to him, and unlike Astarion, he will have no need of a parasite to protect him from the sun. But the ritual has its price, as all worthwhile things do. Lord Cazador will need to sacrifice a number of souls, including all of his vampiric spawn, if he is to ascend. Imagine how he felt then, when one of those precious spawns simply disappeared into thin air. The only missing ingredient is Astarion. You are the final piece he requires to complete the ritual. Your scars bind you to it. Your soul will set off a very wave of death, bringing Cazador his twisted life. And that, my tragic and toothsome friend, is that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have business elsewhere.
Do you think it's so simple? The idea definitely has appeal. I could get rid of the worm in my head and still walk in the sun. I'd finally be free of the hunger. And if I'm the key to this deal of Cazador's, perhaps I can turn this to my advantage. I need to take the fight to him, and I need you to help me. Thank you.
Lady Shah. So many must have toiled to make a visage so grand. It's beautiful. Wait. Nothing. Nothing's wrong at all.
You detect the gentlest of presences disturbing the temple's ancient, stale air. It seems to encircle Shadowheart, welcoming her.
Lady Shah's presence. I felt her too. We're right where we need to be, under her gaze. This is the right path. Let's continue.
That disc is moving. Might be useful to navigate this place.
This must be where initiates undertook their final preparations.
You show
The
great
end is near.
potential. Do not falter. One more test awaits. Descend to the Night Zone. Make a sacrifice. Rise again. A dark Justicia.
Almost there. I will not fail you, my lady.
Let's see.
This must be the last step. I need to pray. Only by Lady Shah's grace did we even make it this far. All right. No need to dash in ahead of me. I'm ready.
Your party is gathered. You are ready, or so you hope. Your party is gathered. You are ready, or so you hope.
Lady Shah. I can feel her all around. This is her domain. This is the Shadowfell.
I feel lighter, unburdened, as if the softest push could send me drifting away.
Look onto her.
Shah, hear my words of faith. Blessed Night Singer, witness my adoration. My heart of falsehoods.
Descend to her.
I have vanquished your foes. As night will fall. Lady Shah's will shall be done, as sure as night will fall.
I have felt you coming. The first in a century.
You, who have come to seek the praise of your wicked goddess. You, who have come to drive a dagger through my heart.
Not a dagger, a spear. My Lady Shah's spear. Her fate is mine to seal. Let me handle this.
The fate you seal is your own. To be a Dark Justicia is to turn your heart from everything but loss. You will know no love, no joy, only servitude, until of course your mistress inevitably discards you. And there is much she does not tell you. A terrible blood price that may extend beyond my own death.
You feel Shadowheart bristling. This is important to her. But your bond is strong. You may yet be able to sway her from the path of duty to the path of light. And Nightsong is not blind to your conflict. Behind that raging heart is the restless beat of one who knows too well that her fate hangs in the balance.
Well, well, well. What's that I sense? A spear intended for my heart? Empowered by your goddess, aye. Empowered to kill the child of a god. Do you know what I am, little assassin? For I know you. A lost child. Frightened by wolves in the dark.
What did you say?
Much has been promised to you, hasn't it? But what has been taken from you? What do you know of your own heart? Your own life? I sense more in you than you know.
Whatever you think you know of me won't matter once I become who I'm meant to be.
There it is. True death, at last. You are Shah's child, after all. And I am...
It is done. You have proven yourself. You have answered my highest calling. My chosen. My warrior. My dark Justicia. No more hiding. Let me show you. Let all see how you have served me, Shadowheart, and how you have been rewarded. Your pain is now your power. Wield it true. My charge must be cleansed. You shall be my instrument in ridding it of the impure. Then you shall take up the mantle as its new leader. First, hunt down the traitor, Ketheric Thorm. He shunned my embrace. He let my armies be slaughtered. He used my domain to safeguard his wretched life. But now, without the Night Song, he's vulnerable. End him. In my name, Shadowheart. Let him see you in your splendor before you shut his eyes forever. Once he is vanquished, Baldur's Gate awaits. Your holy work will continue there, where you first learned of my embrace. Take up my spear again and go forth. Let the cleansing begin.
Actually done it. A dark Justicia chosen by Lady Shah. It almost doesn't feel real. Not as glad as I am. The long overdue death of Ketheric Thorm. Lady Shah's church in Baldur's Gate has yet to be cleansed. A rot has set in amongst the leadership, one that I must cut out. Even once all that is done, more will be asked of me, no doubt. The holy work will not be done until the Night Singer's eternal darkness is restored. There is one other matter. As the chosen of Lady Shah, it is time to carry myself like one. I still carry certain vestiges of a novice. That will no longer do. If I am to lead in Lady Shah's name, I must look the part. Leave it to me. You'll see exactly what I mean soon enough.
You need my expertise. Everything is clear.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
be no respite.
What a day.
No time to rest.
It was you. You destroyed the Night Song. How could you do this to us? To Ketheric? To the Absolute? You've turned your back on our Chosen in the most heinous way. And our retribution will be terrible!
There will be no retribution, Zrel. Only vengeance. And that shall be mine.
Time to push my luck again.
Worship me, the prophet of the end!
I've missed this. This will do nicely.
I thirst for combat.
Onward. Behold, the dance of death!
Another parasite. Collect it. It might be useful.
Survival is all that matters. Where do I go from here? Another step forward.
My sweet, bloodthirsty friend.
Onward.
Better than nothing.
What have you done? What have you done to me? Impossible. You are a thrall, a slave. You serve the Absolute. You serve me. Bow, you dog. Bow! The prism. You've had it all this time, you worm. You will bow before me. And if you will not bow, you will break.
Let me strike. Yes.
Another fight. Let's go. What path lies before me?
For the slaughter. Let's go.
My lord beckons me. You have no idea what you're meddling with. You're a pawn, a slave to forces you cannot comprehend. I am the chosen, and you are nothing. Follow. See.
That tentacle was colossal. How can such a thing be possible?
That thing came from below. We need to find out where it took Ketherick.
Notice anything new? This hairstyle is closer to Lady Shah's own image. I did it to honor her. What do you think? Good. I did this for Lady Shah. For myself. But I had hoped you'd like it as well.
hole yawns back at you, impossibly wide. A single tentacle burrowed through stone.
This is an Illithid colony. This must be where they harvest the tadpoles. We're close to the source of the infections.
All of this, sitting beneath moonrise. For how long? And how deep does it go?
Tread carefully. We are very close to the source of the Absolute now. That telepathic storm has become a tempest.
The stench.
Fresh recruits.
I wonder how many pilgrimages to Moonrise ended down here.
A morgue is...
No will sparks behind his eyes. His mind has been hollowed out to better echo the commands of the collective. You could kill it, end its miserable life of enslavement. Surely that would be the humane thing to do. Or you could take advantage of its vulnerability and plunder what's left of its hollow mind for anything that could serve you. Pliant as well-worn boots, his mind turns to his work. Chop, cut, sort, shiver of impact, crack of bone. He removes the brains, digs free the squirming tadpoles, the unworthy ones given over to the Illithids to become.
Just out of view. I don't need any attention right now. Out of sight, out of mind.
You could kill it, or you could take advantage of it.
At last. No more chop. Chop. Chop.
We are free! Thank you, friend. But perils remain, near and far. Better to stay together. You and us, we will remain with you. Call us, and we will be at your side.
Descend. Prepare. Obey.
Mind flayers and civilians, side by side. This must be where they infect and transform those they kidnap.
Your tadpole forms a telepathic connection with the device, and a chorus of static energy fills your mind. Every mind flayer in the room calls out hungrily from its pod, seeking release and sustenance. But there are others in the pods, Those not yet infected, not yet elithid, terrified, desperate to escape. The device is open to your tadpole's command, to your authority.
I will enjoy this.
Blood comes easy these days. Don't waste a step.
Let's finish this.
Eliminate.
Come on, can't stay idle.
This plate.
I don't know how to thank you. I thought I was done for. This is a bleeding shit show. Half my squad's dead, the other half sporting tentacles. We came here to rescue Duke Ravengard. But we didn't stand a chance.
Brine pools, but empty of tadpoles. Unusual. Harvesting all the larvae indicates they are getting ready for something big.
Descend. Prepare. Descend, assemble, obey.
A whole fleet of nautiloids. How many true souls have passed through this place? My tadpole's squirming like it's excited or scared.
longer a background murmur. The presence in your mind builds to a roar.
We found it. The Absolute is behind this door.
It was under control.
It isn't you I answer to, Gortash.
Oh, the general voice. Is this where we salute?
Salute, yes. With cleavers through his blood-starved flesh. How it crawls with failure, like flies on lick-wet carrion.
You forget yourself, Orin. I have played my part.
You've built an army for our masters, true enough, but what of the astral prism? A rogue true soul flaunting it under your nose all this time, and you ran from her.
Sure that they would follow and deliver it into my hands here. If you would cease these distractions.
The distractions have been yours, Ketherick. Perhaps we never should have dug your daughter up. So you haven't lost your edge, but you're still not as sharp as Orin, I wager.
His crypt breath sings to my sinews again. But he must lead the murder march to Baldur's grave.
If the weapon is truly in your grasp, Ketherick, might I suggest closing your fist? Orin and I can wait for you no longer. The plan proceeds. We're going to the city, and we expect you to follow. Army and the weapon in tow.
The Edict of Bane.
The Lash of Thor!
And most powerful creatures in existence, enslaved by mere mortals.
There we are. It wouldn't do to fight in front of our guest. Behold, Duke Ravengard, the Absolute.
Helm preserve us.
You wag your word flap in vain, Alderling. Once the worm holds the whip, your shredded flesh will serve us.
Now, it's really time we were going. We will empty this place and begin the march. You may catch up with the army once you've retrieved the weapon. And Ketherick, do try not to sulk. You're supposed to be the fearsome general come to conquer the city. And I am the hero who will save it.
It is time, faithful ones. March on Baldur's Gate. We go to prepare the way.
There you are, as predicted. What is it, I wonder, that draws one toward death like a moth to light? You could have run away, absconded with the prism. The one thing that could prevent me from fulfilling my destiny. But the lure of one's destiny is irresistible, isn't it? Perhaps you hope to learn your place in history before you are erased from it. A bright flash of clarity before the snuffing out. A mad dog like Orin might be impressed. I am not. Let us speak plainly. My Lord Merkel gave me the one thing I desired, the one thing no other god could grant me. My daughter's life returned. Her heart beating once more. For that, he asked that I serve as his chosen. Join Orin and Gortash to grow the cult of the Absolute, and then take control of it. He's never had a more devoted follower. I have fought great wars before, in the service of other gods and other powers, but for Merkel, I would condemn all of Faerun to death. You are all that stands between me and my destiny. And you have brought the prism here. I will kill you now. And then I will raise you as my servant. Say farewell, Isabel.
I'm grateful to you for bringing me home. I was a fool to resist. I know better now. Good luck in the City of Judgment. I wish you the best. Sincerely.
My lord, I offer you these souls so they may return as servants to your cause. Join the army of the dead, true soul. Witness Lord Merkel's glory. What a fool you are. You cannot kill me. I am eternal. Merkel, Lord of Bones, I am here. I am ready. I am yours.
But it is no matter.
Your command. Understood.
Impossible. Death cannot take me. I am its master. My lord, hear me. Nothing. I am forsaken. You have no idea what you've done. Isabel.
Is dished permanently this
It's
time.
in his armor. Take it.
In death, the body is cooling, but energy radiates from the stone.
Remarkable. Truly. Now the picture comes together. The Absolute is neither god nor man. It is the Elder Brain you saw, held here by those three against its will. The crown it wears controls it, and these stones control the crown. It has a temporary reprieve, but a welcome one. With the brain on its way to the city, its influence here is weakened. The crown's markings suggest it was forged in Netheril, an ancient empire whose mastery over magic rivaled that of the gods. It is a crown of domination. The stones were taken from its crest. They are nether stones, imbued with the ability to control the wearer of the crown. The crown's netherese magic must be the true source of the parasite's abilities. This must be what elevates their potential. And it must be the reason nobody could heal you. If the crown can do this to the parasites, I dare not imagine what it is doing to the brain. One of them I know, Lord Enver Gortash, an arms dealer and a slaver, a worshipper of Bane, the god of tyranny. The other is a mystery to me, but the way she spoke, it's most likely she follows Baal, the god of murder. Ketheric was a follower of Merkel, which means the Absolute is a front for the gods of death, and our enemies are the chosen of the Dead Three. The army of the Absolute is marching on Baldur's Gate. Within the city, an elder brain brimming with power, ready to turn everyone within its reach into mind flayers. All it needs is an order. An order the Death Gods chosen are on the cusp of giving. We must wrest control of the brain from the chosen before that happens. We must take their stones. Our chances of success are slim, but we must not fail. If we fail,
everything ends. I will be your shield, but you must be the sword. And when the chance to strike comes, you must take it. For there may only be one chance.
Thinking on all that you learned below. If you've got your breath, we ought to discuss our next steps.
Come. There are important matters to discuss.
Our enemies spread like rub rot. Treat one patch, and two more bloom in its place. An elder brain, bound by lost Netherese magic, with servants of the dead three holding the chain. Reminds me of old times. Aren't you? It is good to savor the moment of victory. But pace yourself. Our fight is just beginning. When we met, I was licking my wounds. An old bear with her leg caught in the hunter's snare. Now I've slipped free of the trap and rediscovered my claws. It's time for me to hunt my prey. You have a nether stone, and you're on the scent of two more. These chosen have reason to fear you, and I would like to be at your side when you confront them. Of course, falling foul of Ketheric convinced me that my grand adventures were behind me. That even if I survived, I should hang up my blades. But you convinced me otherwise. We ventured into darkness together. Now we've come out the other side. I'd say I'm feeling a little refreshed. When we reach Baldur's Gate, there will be even darker paths to tread. I will follow you wherever they lead. How does it compare to a shadow-cursed inn? With the Absolute's army gone, the Risen Road should be clear. We can follow it all the way to Baldur's Gate. There's a Harper's safe house in Worm's Crossing. Denthalen's Dancing Axe. We'd do well to check in with them before entering the city proper. Beyond that, our course is yours to set. Find me at your camp, huh? I can remember how to take orders, as well as give them.
Come, there are important matters to discuss.
I will never tire of sitting on dead men's thrones. My blood ran hot when we broke Ketheric's bones together. But we have greater challenges ahead of us. It is clear now that he was not working alone. During my time in the cult, I came to know one of his co-conspirators all too well. Baal's bloodletter, Orin. To think, I thought her to be speaking for the Absolute. I worshipped that woman. Jealous? You needn't be. When Orin is in my hands, her agony will nourish me. She is the Iblis who indoctrinated me with the Absolute's lies. She is fierce, vicious, and cruel. In those respects, we are alike. But she is dangerously unpredictable. If there is a way to turn this design towards slaughter, rather than control, she will take it. She is the one who brought me to Moonrise, and into the presence of her so-called god. The Absolute. Now I know that those memories are lies. There was no god. Orin held me down in a cocoon of flesh, while a mind flayer forced a parasite into my brain. And she laughed at my fear. I will find her. I will murder her. And I will smile. It is as if you read my mind. Perhaps you did. In killing Ketheric, we fractured the cult's leadership. When we break the other Chosen and claim their Netherstones, we can take control. I expected you would be, but know this. What I propose is nigh on impossible, but if anyone can succeed, it is us. We have the prism, and we have the courage to slay gods. We may fail, but we must try. The power of the enslaved Elder Brain could reshape the world. We could reshape the world. And then we will need no gods. We will be their equal. We will be absolute. We have a purpose and a bond. By my oath, I will fight with you while that purpose holds. There is yet one thing about you that troubles me, though. Something I need you to explain. When we killed the tieflings at the Grove, I was not in control of my actions. You do not have that excuse. So I ask you, why? Why kill them? But you had the prism, did you not? So the Absolute was not the cause. Are you in control of your actions now? That will do. For now. We should speak more of whatever afflicts you, but there will be time for that. Now, I am ready to leave this damned place whenever you give the word. The city awaits.
From this seat, Ketheric defied gods and raised an army for the Absolute. It is not particularly comfortable.
Gracious one, it is a pleasure to be in your mighty sanctum.
shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
We leave the heart of the Absolute alive, thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric, but Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies. Whatever you might do to one cannot be worse than what the Chosen will unleash on all. And you are the one who could prevent it. You have the makings of a leader. Your actions have already inspired those around you. Jaheira's wisdom will be an asset to you on the journey ahead. Her Harper's too. But if we are to succeed, we will need others. Even if the buildings are demolished, there are always survivors. There are always those who will fight. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is bound to ours.
Seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own, and invite them to our cause.
Together, we will put an end to the Absolute, the Chosen, all.
The road to Baldur's Gate is west of the town. If we hurry, we'll arrive before the Absolute's forces. Ketheric may be gone, but the shadows remain. On our guard. The road to Baldur's Gate is up ahead. No turning back once we start down that road.
Well, Vorgaz failed to kill you. I won't make the same mistakes.
Looks like Voss was good for his word. The Shadow Curse still taints the land. Perhaps we could have lifted it had we tried. Looks like an army marched through here.
Ketheric is defeated, the path ahead clear. You should be elated. The sight of the land you leave behind does nothing to alleviate your sorrow.
Sergeant, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my